Hello, my very most beautiful Aries. How are you guys? I hope everyone is doing well. So we are going to be doing your October weekly reading from October 4th through October 10th. Now, it is a general reading, so it's not going to, be able to resonate for all of you out there. If you want something that is tailored to your specific energies, then I do have personals open. Now, everything that you guys will need to know about this reading here, or about scheduling your personals, all of that is going to be in the description box below for you. So we are going to go ahead and pray and just get started. Archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please deliver clear messages with a very clear understanding for my most beautiful Aries, please. From the 4th through the 10th, may the messages that need to be heard the very most please come through, and may they please find those who need to hear it. Please show me Aries energy from the 4th through the 10th, a very clear message with a very clear understanding. All right, my lovelies, let's take a look and see what we've got going on for you. All right, so it does kind of look to me that it's interesting because at the bottom of the deck we do have the Six of Wands. I do think I'm getting this word, the words blessing in disguise, okay? That's what this kind of Six of Wands energy does feel like to me. I do feel like something could be coming to a close here, Aries, okay? I do look like somebody here could be trying to free themselves from this connection, closing something out here. But I do feel like this is something that I feel like you've known was coming. With the Six of Pentacles in the reverse to the Lovers in the reverse, okay? I do feel that you understand that this was a decision that kind of had to be made, as well as, you can no longer see yourself with this person. There's been a major disconnect here between the two of you. And at one point, you were very committed to this. This was very solid. This was something that was very stable, something that you could see yourself in very long term, but I feel like that has shifted, okay? And I feel like you're recognizing that as well. Okay, so I do feel like in some ways, something coming to a close that both of you recognize needed to come to a close is kind of very uplifting. It is a blessing in disguise, and I feel like you're going to be starting to see that energy, okay? You're going to start to feel that shift. But we're going to go ahead and clarify some things and see what we got. Tell me about this Ten of Swords energy for the person Aries is dealing with. Tell me about this Ten of Swords energy. Why is the Ten of Swords here? The Sun card in the reverse, okay? There's a lot of unhappiness, not being happy in the connection, not being happy with themselves either. With the Ten of Wands in the reverse to the Six of Cups. So I feel like this is someone you've been with for a long time and something you guys have been trying to make work. You guys have both, I think, allowed the past to kind of keep you here in this connection, even though you guys were unhappy. And I feel like that's something this person's been dealing with. They're starting to recognize that it's time to release this, that holding on to this connection is kind of making both of you unhappy. And it's just the past that you guys are holding on to. Tell me about this Fool energy. Tell me about this Fool energy. We got the Three of Swords in the reverse. It's moving forward and being able to take that step forward, being able to take that chance and leave this behind, because there's a level of acceptance here. Okay, acceptance that this is, kind of the right thing to do for you and for them. Okay, that it's just kind of time is what this feels like to me. Bottom of the deck, the World card, yeah. Closing one cycle out and beginning a new one and feeling like it's right. It's the right thing to do, right for you, right for them. So let's take a look at your energy. Tell me about this Lovers in the reverse. Tell me about this Lovers in the reverse. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, something you guys were fighting for and holding on to for a very long time. The Six of Wands in the reverse. But you guys just couldn't make it work. I feel like you guys both gave so much to this. You guys both really tried. But especially with you, Aries, I do feel like you fought for this connection. You held on to this connection. And it's like no matter how much effort you put in, no matter what you did, things just didn't get better. Things always ended up back to the same place. Tell me about this King of Pentacles in the reverse. Got the Five of Swords. So I feel like very conflicting, I feel like you fought and you gave everything that you had. You wanted to make this work at all costs, and I feel like you did. Okay, you gave everything that you could. And I feel like you can feel good about yourself, like that Six of Wands energy, feeling uplifted. You can feel good about yourself, having that moral high ground, knowing that you gave this everything that you could, that you did everything that you could to make it work. the Seven of Wands in the reverse, but I feel like it's time. I feel like you're kind of letting this drop. I feel like at one point the Seven of Wands can be standing, it can be guarding your position on the hill. It's a sense of conviction. Okay, it can be a sense of like blocking, but I do feel like, you were standing really strong and you tried so hard, but now you're kind of lowering the defense. You're kind of recognizing and accepting the same way that this person is. And in a sense, you guys are almost mirroring energies. I feel like it's a little harder for you to let go because you fought so hard and you gave so much to it. But I feel like you're starting to recognize too that maybe it's time. So let's take a look. We're going to pull some cards here. Let's see what other information we can get. Any other messages. Now guys, keep in mind that the roles could be reversed. And if that's the case, just flip-flop the roles around. Also keep in mind that not all the messages may resonate for you. Just take the messages that do and leave the ones that don't behind for somebody else. I love you. So this person does love you, and I feel like that's one of you. I feel like you love them too. That's one of the things that has kept you guys fighting and kept you staying in this connection for as long as you have, even though it maybe wasn't what you both wanted, or maybe it's not what was best for both of you. It wasn't making you both happy. There is definitely love here between the two of you. And I love you unconditionally. So this person wants you to know. I feel like they feel they don't want to hurt you. I do feel like they want you to know, like this is messages coming from their heart, from their soul, that even though they're walking away, even though, they think that that's the best thing to do for you and for themselves, they want you to know that they love you. And no matter whether you guys are together or not, regardless of anything that's happened or anything you guys go through, they want you to know that they're always going to love you. They love you unconditionally. Let's see what messages you have for them. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Yeah, like I said, I feel like you're having a little bit of a harder time. I feel like you're struggling a little bit, but it's not just, the actual ending. It's accepting in your heart and in your mind, within yourself, Aries, that this is really over, okay? I feel like that acceptance is something you're struggling with. It was my fault that I blamed you. I do feel like a lot of this is you blaming yourself now, now that they're leaving. Like, I wish I would have done this differently, or I wish I should have done this. But I don't think it is any of that. There's no reason to, put that blame on yourself, Aries, because I do feel like during the connection or when this person walked away, you could have blamed them. You could have lashed out of that hurt, out of that pain. And I feel like now that things are subsiding, I feel like you're taking a lot upon yourself, and there's no reason to do that, okay? So I do feel like that's something you guys are struggling with. We're going to pull some more action cards and see what action will this person be taking towards Aries. What action? The King of Pentacles in the reverse. So, that same energy, okay, no longer committing to this and choosing to let this come to an end and move forward. What action will Aries be taking towards this person? Any actions that Aries will be taking? The Empress. So you're going to grow through this. You're going to become abundant. I do feel like you're going to start to feel really good again. Like I said, I feel like you guys are going to be stepping into a new energy after this initial, after that acceptance hits and after you go through this process. It's a process. Some days are going to be easier than others, and that's okay. Wherever you're at in the process, it's okay, and it will only get better, okay? But I do feel like you guys are going to be stepping in a new energy where you do feel a weight lifted off of you, where you do feel very uplifted, where you do start to grow and develop as a soul, as a person, okay? And finding new things that make you happy, finding new things that spark your soul. So we're going to go ahead and get some confirmation, clarifications, and some advice for you. Archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, what confirmation, clarification, or advice do we have for my very most beautiful Aries, please? Any confirmation, clarification, or advice that we have for my very most beautiful Aries? What do you need to release, waning moon? And that can be, the actual connection. That can be any resentments. That can be self-blame. That can be, anything that is negative that you guys are holding on to that you don't need to hold on to, okay? You don't need to take any of that with you. Spirit's asking you to sit down and think about what kind of thoughts or emotions, resentments, hurts that you guys need to release. Nothing will come of this situation, void of course, moon. Let's get one more. And a time for healing, okay? So I do feel like Spirit is saying, there's nothing positive that's going to come. Holding on to all of this stuff is not going to help you. It's time for you to heal. It's time for you to let that go, because holding on to all of that is not going to do anything for you, okay? It's a period of time where you guys are going to step into this new energy, becoming your best selves, getting to a place of healing and going on a brand new path. This ending, as painful as it is the catalyst for your brand new beginning. You guys have a blank canvas in front of you, and you guys can paint your future to whatever you want it to be, whatever you want it to look like. Okay? So guys, if this resonates for you, please let me know in the comments down below. And if it doesn't, check out your other sign placements. Sometimes your moon rising in Venus can resonate more than your sun sign does. If you like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you hit that notification bell, then when we do our monthlies, our mid-monthlies, and our weeklies, you guys can be notified and you can go check them out. But most importantly, as always, if you guys want personal prayers for any reason, you guys can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and I will pray for you. So I am sending you guys so much love and so much light. Until next time.